Oh, have I got a treat for you? Welcome to episode 200 of Licensed Video Games. 200. Just let that sink in a little bit. That's more episodes than views. Impressive. This is the History Channel Battle for the Pacific. And after playing through Secret Service, I decided I needed more Cauldron in my life. So this is another Cauldron first-person shooter, published by Activision. And the license is the History Channel, I guess. It's a tenuous one, but we're going to go with it. And I'm going to play the multiplayer. Oh my god, this had Xbox Live multiplayer. Impressive. Well, we're going to stick with the single player. I best put my save in the cloud, because I'm going to need it. I've got loads of space left. Continue. Good, okay. We're going to go normal.
1941, the Axis war machine was rolling across the globe.
Is this some actual History Channel produced video?
Nation after nation in Europe, while the Japanese began amassing an impregnable fortress of islands surrounding their homeland. On September 27, 1940, Germany, Japan, and Italy signed the Tripartite Pact, officially making them the Axis powers. America had not yet decided to enter the war, believing it to be a conflict among European and Asian nations that did not require their intervention. However, on December 7, 1941, the United States found out that Japan would not be satisfied to leave them alone. Without advance warning, a fleet of Japanese air and naval forces attacked the American port of Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, causing substantial losses for the American Navy, including the battleships Arizona, Oklahoma, and Utah, as well as thousands of American lives. The outrage of the sneak attack was the last straw that pulled the United States into World War II. But the Japanese weren't done yet. Japan set its sights on a tiny atoll that served as an American airbase vital to travel and refueling within the Pacific. Hours after the destruction of Pearl Harbor, the attack began on Wake Island. A small outpost of Marines were the only available defenders.
Alright. Defend the trenches. So what I will say before we start playing this is that when I bought this game on eBay, I accidentally got sent the German version. So if there's a slight difference in the amount of violence, I don't think there will, imagine there will be, because I don't think this was particularly violent to begin with. But I am imagining that if there were Nazi symbolism, maybe that's been removed. Righto. Okay. So this controls like a first-person shooter. So it's left stick click in to duck. Oh, left bumper seems to change weapon. Find the second missing piece. Are those friends or enemies? Friends. Oh, that's okay. So that's a single shot rifle. Okay. So I don't need to be necessarily very accurate. Is there no reload button? Nothing that way. What about this way? Just before we... No, it's just a crate. So there's no sprint button. That crosshair wasn't even near him. This seems very generous. End of level 1?
What are you, electrician? Nice one.
Yes. You could put them on.
This is Bravo Charlie 849 call trade.
Why is he holding that headset like it's a phone?
The Japanese are inbound.
I've shot at least 12 of them so far. What's the best? The sergeant gets shot. Or he just stands still. So far this doesn't seem very technically adept. That's maybe what I'd say. Where is he? Here he is. I don't just... There must be a button to reload. Frame rate's quite chunky as well.
Japanese in sight.
Press and hold Y. I like the very slow and delicate way they try and climb down the walls. Look, it's very slow. That guy went that way, but I wanted to go the other way. I know there's a soundtrack underneath here somewhere, but it's mainly soundtracked by explosions. And the same explosion over and over again. Mounted gun? I can't. I want to get on the... There we go. Wow, that doesn't... This does not feel good. The recoil on that. It's very arcadey. We can hold back these 12 guys that are coming down the beach. Oh, here we go. I'm busy. I'm having too much fun. Alright, I'm done having fun. Are we going down that other corridor now? It's just standing there. How do I throw grenades? Do I have to change to them? Oops. Whoa, why did it default to restart level? I do not want to restart level. Right, I'll behave myself this time. Or, I'll throw a grenade. And then run away. Try it again. That worked. My sergeant's not a great shot, I'm going to say that. You can run away from him all you like, but he's still going to shoot at you. Why are you standing there? That's a terrible place to stand. Ooh, blimey. This feels more undercooked than I was expecting. It's interesting, there was a whole raft of quite underpolished World War II games on the Xbox 360. I don't know what happened. Because World War II was getting out of fashion. Basically, once Call of Duty 4 happened, nobody was interested in World War II. Even World at War kind of came and went. You had this, you had Hour of Victory, which is that Midway one. You had stuff like Velvet Assassin, which is... Oof. Unfortunately, all I'm doing is naming future playing Devil's Advocate candidates. I'm not sure I could stomach Velvet Assassin, I'm going to be honest. I've got a high tolerance, but it ain't that high. Nope, not that way. You wanna do anything? Give me the... I have to wait for your command before I can grab the mounted gun. Can bring the frame rate to a almighty crawl. There's nothing about war that says just shut up and keep shooting. We might get away with this. If the frame rate drops low enough, we might be all right. Oh, I thought that guy was on fire then. All right, let's follow the sergeant again. Where is he? I can't feel my hands. That's the vibration of that mounted gun. This seems like a bad gun to be using for this. I like the fact the enemies just fly up in the air when you shoot them. Or when you shoot grenades at them. I can't tell if I'm just going back through the same areas over and over again. That's grenade fodder, surely. Whoa! Count the frames! I've run out of grenades now though, which is a shame. So there's actually quite a few... Oh jeez. There's quite a few History Channel games. I wasn't aware of many many out there, but... So X is reload. I wonder if you just can't reload the M1 Garand. Maybe you have to empty the clip. Destroy the attacking planes. Ooh! I can't even shoot that guy. This is hard. I think I got it. I think I saw some flames. I'm getting shot at here. Goodbye. Why is that guy 8 foot in the air? Oh, he's come back to Earth. He is stuck in that animation though. Oh, here we go. Back to the beach. Did he? I don't know if he got shot or if he just fell over. Peekaboo! Which way are we going? The way where the entire army is just standing still. I hope this is going to come across in a YouTube video, because This is really chunky. To the point where it's almost very difficult to control. Luckily the AI doesn't seem that bothered. We supposed to come in this way? Sergeant's still on his way. Music's back. Whoop, frame rate. Frame rate's taking a dive, there must be enemies coming. Ooh! Is my Xbox 360 dying? I need to get some Xbox One back compat on this game. You are not following orders! Yes? Oh, for God's sake. Are we going this way? No, we're going that way.
Incoming! Incoming! They're retreating! They're retreating! Good work!
Mission completed! 3 exclamation marks! Yay!
The string of Japanese victories in the Pacific continued, with seemingly no end in sight. While American Marines held Wake Island temporarily, it eventually was invaded, forcing surrender. Soon after, Luzon, the largest island in the Philippines, long occupied by American forces, was attacked by Japan. General Douglas MacArthur realized that it was a lost cause and retreated to the Bataan Peninsula for a last stand.
It's a good use of History Channel video footage. Because if you're going to license a game with the History Channel, you kind of need to make sure that you're actually sticking with their material. It seems pointless to license the History Channel and just go off and make a generic World War II game, because you could do that without the History Channel license.
Our mission is to get to Piathong Village and oversee the last evacuation transport. We're hoping it's going to be quick and easy.
Rescuing some damsels in distress, eh? So
It's definitely not going to be quick and easy.
Anyway. Both of you, can it? This is serious. This entire island is being overrun by a massive Japanese invasion force. There are thousands of soldiers landing on the northern part of the island, along with heavy sea, air, and ground fire support. Everyone on the island is... Damn! Take them out, quick!
So there's thousands of Japanese soldiers, and what they've decided to do is send 4 of us. Hey, maybe that's... Problem is, I'm not a big history guy, so I'm almost certainly going to get all of the historical facts completely wrong. Frame rate seems better in this level. I'll take that. AI still not ideal.
I'm gonna set you home in a box!
Nice, friendly.
Stay behind me and
Don't get lost, it's a corridor.
they're here! Left side!
Whoops. Well, he took care of him. Never mind.
Move, damn it!
The hitboxes are very generous. Which is quite nice. I mean, the aiming in this... So for... Oh. Music just cut out. The aiming in this feels tighter than Secret Service. It's got the same sort of issue in that it's got that kind of initial dead zone, but it feels more responsive. Which is funny, because I think this is actually prior to Secret Service. Secret Service in 2009-ish. This was 2007? Boom! Don't get... So one interesting thing I read is that the PS2 and Wii versions of this,
Stop.
you are
You and Miller.
generally on your own,
Radio
whereas
contact.
the 360 and
There are too
PS3
many
is strong enough
Japanese
that they
in the
could
area,
have
and I won't
squads.
walk into a trap. Find a place, set up the radio.
Get radio contact with the village.
Damn. We're too deep in the jungle. This isn't gonna work here. No, still too deep.
Keep going then.
Wait, wait! This is it. I can get a clear signal from here.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's stop here where all the enemies are. You good now, soldier?
Let's report to Sarge.
Yep. We've wasted our time with that, so let's carry on.
Sir, contact has been established. The village is still under American control and preparations for the convoy are in progress. They're waiting for us to escort them.
Let's head for the village. On the double. I need this gun silence. On my command. Damn you! Damn you!
They've merged! They are one!
Face me, you coward!
I am literally facing you. So we going this way? No. Oh, we are. I feel like I haven't been handed a script and I'm just kind of wandering around hoping that I'm finding my marks. I'm not following orders. I keep saying orderers as well. Now we're going. Now we're cooking. Yeah, I definitely can't reload, so... Ah, right, that was a mounted gun. That's why it was killing me.
And I bet they've already put mines on the trail. Check it out and make sure you defuse
Move
them.
your ass! Go!
You told me to stop and then shouted to... Ooh. How do you defuse a mine? Oh. Press Y. Stop shooting at me! I'm busy! Defusing all these friggin' mines you've put everywhere. They just appear on top of the soil. And they're massive as well. If I do say so myself, that was pretty excellent mine detection.
Take cover! Come with me!
Oh, cool.
Enemy on the left! Kill them all!
This game very much feels like it's not ready. It's not. It's not bad. The music cutting out every time a scenario ends is pretty funny though.
Don't get lost! Follow me!
You know, this game would be much better if you just stopped doing the incidental dialogue.
Sir, thank goodness you made it. We just need a few more minutes to load the trucks and then we can leave this place before the Japanese have us totally overrun.
Good to hear it. They need more time to load the trucks, so we give them more time. The enemy could be here at any moment, so take your
There!
defensive position.
I see them! Incoming!
Where? Oh, from behind, of course. I do feel like a shot to the chest should be enough to take somebody down.
You've saved the lives of many men today. Let's follow these convoys out and leave this island before it's totally overrun.
Oh, and we're done.
Upon being driven out of the Philippines, General MacArthur remarked, "I shall return." And he did, years later, but not before engaging in an island-hopping campaign that turned the tide of the war in the Pacific. By invading islands one by one all across the Pacific Ocean, American forces would weaken Japanese naval power and reduce the territory that they controlled on the water. The first invasion was on Guadalcanal, an island in the Solomons, where the Japanese were constructing an airfield. It had to be captured at all costs. If Guadalcanal was taken, the entire Pacific War could swing into the Americans' favor.
Let's make our way through the jungle.
Listen carefully. I don't want to have to repeat myself twice. Our goal is Henderson Field, the only large airfield in this area. As you know, the Japanese are here, and they're prepared for us. It will not be an easy task, but
When has it ever been an easy task, Sarge?
we're at war, and this jungle is full of people who would like nothing more than to bayonet you in the gut. Of course it won't be easy, soldier. Understood? Enemy
Well, the rest of this has been easy so far. Oh, and we stand up. So we're in that trench, taking
artillery!
shelter, and the first thing we do when somebody shoots at us is all stand upright.
You will follow me, and this is an order! Stay behind me and don't get lost!
I'm done staying behind you. You can follow me now. I should have put it on hard, shouldn't I? Ooh, artillery.
Get behind me!
Or a mortar, whatever you want to call it. It's an wait,
We need help here!
what? Okay. Oh!
Get behind me!
I feel like I completely missed that encounter. My teammates don't seem to be that bothered that I'm shooting them.
Follow my lead!
I would follow your lead if you stopped stopping every 5 seconds. Which way are we going? Nope, we're going that way.
Stay behind me! Yeah! Take these charges and back to the cannons. We can't leave them intact or they'll tear our boys
Whoa.
to shreds. Do it before they send reinforcements.
Yeah, some of these environments are a decent size. My guys are pretty good at fighting though. They don't really need me, to be honest. This is more like artillery. Let's see how good the explosion is. No.
The airfield is close. Hurry!
Whoa! I keep
Boom, damn it!
I keep being terrified that the game is just gonna crash. Follow my lead. Don't get left behind. Stay behind me. Fucker. I'm hoping if I get too far ahead, it's just going to crash the game. Oh. Oh, I'm in a bad way. Oh, I'm better again. Regenerative health in a historical World War II game. Focused on accuracy. Maybe not. Well, is it a bit unfair to say it's focusing on accuracy? This is very clearly going for the Call of Duty bucks.
Move your ass!
What is with Activision? Like, why would you put out one of the most successful first-person shooters and then have your budget label do nothing but try and clone it? It's really odd. So I guess in America this would have been a Activision value. I don't think exists over here. I'm pretty sure it's just Activision. But it would have been a budget price game if I had to bet.
And this is an order!
Bullshit! You follow me!
Stay behind me and don't get lost! Come with me!
I would follow you if you could bloody speed up. Like following a turtle. I'll also follow if you stop asking me to follow you. Who's got it locked down? Are these three? Oh no, it's an ambush. We've been attacked from two sides. Oh, he disappeared. Is that it?
Watch out! Watch out! Zero's incoming!
Zero's incoming with no sound effects. Oh, there's the sound effects. It's just 10 seconds too late. Oh no. That's ended badly.
Stay behind me and don't get lost! Damn, they've got him! Clear it! Take no prisoners!
Have we taken any prisoners yet? Basically just killed everybody. Right, now I know where I'm going. I'll actually attack these guys, as opposed to running into them. Sound effects late again. There is I mean, all will and love is the world to all developers who have to make games. I'm following your orders! But this feels very rushed. It needs several layers of polish. And not just frame rate and graphics, like the fact that the sound effects are not right. I got a couple of them. Who are you shouting that to? Clear the airport area. Is that the area behind us? Yes. At least, so far, it's not made you sit on a turret for ages. When it gives you a turret, it lets you do it for a couple of minutes and then it is happy for you to do something else. That's nice. Because sometimes these games get way too carried away with hours and hours of escort missions or turrets.
This is an order.
Oh, mission's complete. Okay. I was gonna have a look around, but I guess no. What next? Is it Guadalcanal 2?
They're in the jungle! Here they come!
We've got fun and games. I like that this had to be a separate level. What do you mean, don't follow? Oh, God. I thought Battlefield was a pain in the arse when it came to this sort of stuff. You go in slightly out of our little radius we want you to stay in. We done? Level 2 done? No, more. See how many I can pick off before they even get to shoot us. Nearly all of them.
I'm gonna kill you.
Is he talking to his officers? Like, who is he shouting at? These guys are the thickest.
Ben's here. Stay here and fight.
Are we doing anything else? What are you doing? You're just sitting and chilling. Nobody even shot at him, he just fell over. He just gave up. He just thought, nah, fuck it, I'm done. Oh, we're off, are we?
Will follow me, and this is an order. You will follow me, and this is an order.
Give me a second.
Get behind me.
Nice skybox.
They're everywhere. Take cover. It's an ambush.
It's an ambush! Of 4 guys. This is just the start of the game. Wonder how much more broken it can get.
Take cover.
Ambush! I thought we were supposed to be holding the airfield. Where the hell are we going? And we're literally going downhill. We're giving up our tactical advantage
Enemy contact.
by wandering into the jungles and downward. Wait, did he just say ambush? Ambush!
Move your ass. Go.
Oh, back in the water area.
Enemy contact. Kill 'em all.
Do you think in the real war they just shouted, move your asses over and over and over again? Or follow me! Ambush!
Cover me.
Shadows look quite nice as well.
You will follow me, and this is an order.
Yeah, they need to record 800 to 900 times more dialogue. Why are we back up here again? Paint cans. I also feel like in certain spots I'm lining up headshots and getting nothing, and then I'm miles away and all of a sudden they just die. It's like there's some RPG element to the shooting that I'm not privy to. Grenade. Let's do it. Why did you shout? Oh. Oh, right, okay. I'm gonna say, why did you shout reinforcements? We just killed everybody, but it's our reinforcements.
Where's your commanding officer?
He's dead.
Dead, sir.
He fell over.
Command of the squad. We had seized the field, but the enemy came with fresh reinforcements and forced us back to this.
No, they didn't!
Good job, Private. Smith, we can't afford to lose more men, but
We lost one man!
field back. Stay behind me. We have changed position.
God.
Stay behind me.
Should I try a different weapon?
Don't get lost. Follow me.
Ooh. Whoops. I was too busy looking at guns. Oh good, we get to relive this entire fight. Made that guy run back on himself into the grenade.
Hold on, men. We'll make it through this.
Sure will. Going back down this way, right?
Where is your commanding officer?
Dead, sir. Taking command of the squad. We had seized the field, but the enemy came with fresh reinforcements and forced us back to this position.
Good job, Private. Smith, we can't afford to lose more men, but we've got to take that airfield back. Stay behind me. We have changed position.
Those are really powerful helmets. If I stood behind you, we'd never go anywhere. Move! Move your asses! Are we going this way? Or are we going this way? Or are we just stuck here for eternity? Anytime you're ready. Is he stuck on something? What if I start just wandering down this way?
Don't get lost. Follow me.
I'm trying to follow you, but you're stuck.
Will follow me, and this is an order.
What do you want me to do? Oh, the scripting in this game. Can I push you? Try and get a piggyback. You keep. Oh! What's up here? I'm gonna hide at the tree. Is one of our guys stuck back here? Is that what's happening?
with me. Don't get lost. Follow me.
I'm gonna have to restart the checkpoint, aren't I? Oh good, we get to relive this fight again.
Where's your commanding officer?
Dead, sir. Taking command of the squad. We had seized the field, but the enemy came with fresh reinforcements and forced us back to this position.
Good job, Private. Smith, we can't afford to lose more men, but we've got to take that airfield back.
It's a little bit like Action Man. They're very plasticky faces. That could be the shiny lighting they've got in this game. Right, come on, men.
You will follow me.
Oh, thank Christ. I thought we were trapped forever.
Stay behind me. Follow my lead. Follow my lead. Cover me.
Back across the water. This level's a pretty shameful repeat of the previous level. I don't think I ever noticed that we're basically using the entire same geometry.
Enemy contact. Kill 'em all.
Where? Oh.
Get behind me.
I'm about 35 seconds away from trying to find out if I could just turn the dialogue off entirely. Hey, we made it back to the previous objective. Is it going to make us do the same fight again? It bloody is. It's got that same sort of Call of Duty snap to target stuff, which is quite handy.
Too many of them for us to see.
Really? Too many of them? There is nobody here.
This isn't to kill you.
Maybe he's threatening to kill me. Can you pick up more grenades? It's the one thing I haven't seen so far. New guns, yes. Am I supposed to be over with this guy? What are you up to? Airstrike. Sure showed that empty field. Guadalcanal 3 will be us returning to where we came from originally.
With Guadalcanal captured, American forces had begun to turn the tide in the Pacific. But there was a long ways yet to go. Leyte Island would be the first stop in General MacArthur's return to the Philippines. By securing this island, he would have a foot in the door to invade the largest island, Luzon, where he had previously made a last stand on the Bataan Peninsula. By recapturing the Philippines, American troops would be able to cut supply and communication lines as well.
Clear
Right.
the ramp. 30
Oh,
seconds.
here we go.
Fast and use the motor holes for cover. Keep the sand out of your weapons. Go! Go!
We're being shot at by 2 guys. They haven't really got the scale right for the war, have they? I've perhaps been a little bit ambitious with their budget.
Get behind me.
I'll happily get behind you if it means you're a bullet shield. Do I want to live forever? Nobody lives forever. Unless we live as a legacy. I'm just going to shoot you in the face. Hello.
Will follow me, and this is an order.
Didn't realize it was mines.
Don't get lost. Follow me. You will follow me, and this is an order.
This is stressing me out. Kaboom! Oh good, back into trench warfare. Where this game can really shine.
Get lost. Follow me.
I still don't understand how a shot to the chest with an M1 Garand wouldn't take somebody down. Oh sorry, am I doing the wrong corridor again?
Clear the pillboxes.
Whoa!
Don't get lost. Follow me. Don't get lost. Follow
Oh, it's like being a toddler. You can't be any more than 20 meters away from me. To be honest, if I step like 15 or 20 meters away from you, the enemies stop appearing, so I'm actually safer to be that far away from you. What?
You will follow me, and this is an order.
I'm attempting to follow you, but I wasn't aware.
Follow me.
Am I going the right way now? The hell is this game's problem? Whoa! No, I probably should have reloaded that weapon. His gun just flies up in the air.
Follow me.
I'm following you! Sort of.
Stay behind. Follow me, and this is an order.
I followed the people who were going to die, so... I pressed Y. What now? Now do we go where all those corpses just appeared? No, we're going back this way. The level design is so incoherent. I can't figure out which way it's trying to point me. Other than that, I always have to be following somebody. So that variety I was talking about in terms of gameplay, it's sort of disappeared. There's no collectibles. There's very little like, weapons you can pick up. Whoa!
Enemy near! Take right quickly! Attack!
This is where we can store our empty gas canisters.
Move your ass!
Oh, I'm out of ammo. It doesn't warn you when you're out of ammo, it just stops you shooting or reloading.
Come with me! Move!
Oh, okay. Right.
Move, damn it! Move! Follow me! Damn! Are they nuts? They're charging! Whoever kills the officer, his drinks are on me!
So I wonder what the achievements are in this game. So all I've gotten so far are complete the level. Unless it's all just complete on hard. Or, most hilariously, are some of the multiplayer achievements. No, you stay down. Or just disappear. Never have I seen so many shades of grey and brown, and just there is absolutely. I know that this is colour graded to look like World War II, but at some point, surely the world doesn't just look like this. Oh, there's some colour over here. Bit green, some different shades of brown.
Real good. I figured you boys would be able to do this. Now will someone call the damn medic?
I'll shoot it out.
Men, at the end of this valley is the enemy supply base. It is heavily guarded, but we have the element of surprise on our sides. We go in, blow up our targets, and get the hell out of there. Understood?
Yes, yes, sir!
Good. Watch out. Keep your head low and don't waste ammo. This area is swarming with enemy soldiers, so be careful. Let's go! Go, go, go! Enemy
Hey, we're back in the bloody airfield level.
We got him!
Plane. At least the sound effect's right this time.
Right side! Take cover!
Also, does my character even have a name? Am I just nameless war dude?
Go!
shoot them all through the trees. Hey, where do you think you're going? I've got 8 bullets left. I'll probably switch gun. Those grenades are pretty good. I'm a fan. The first one-shot kill, it makes absolutely no noise. I did also, I looked it up, there are 540 multiplayer achievement points in this game, which seems massively optimistic. So I don't think I'm going to get a particularly high score out of this one.
We are near the base, so prepare for heavy resistance. We're getting in and setting those...
See, 2 shots to that guy who I thought I was aiming at, and nothing. And then 1 random shot just off the cuff to the other guy and he dies. Oh, did that grenade land? Oh, shit, this looks half like the bloody airfield. Okay, there's a lot more enemies in this level. They're all buggering off, so... Oh, I need to get in some cover. Oh, there's a guy up there. Ooh, that's got a good sound to it. Good crunchy. Some of the gunshots in this game are a little bit weak. That's not bad. Maybe it's because it's distorted and loud. He's shooting him at point blank range, he still hasn't hit him. Alright, let's do some sabotage. There's a Beastie Boys reference in there, but... eh.
Those charges were only set for a few minutes, so we've got to get out of here. Nice work.
Why don't we just set them off now? Oh, because we could extend this by going back up the hill we just came down. Okay, those flames don't look great.
2 years after his retreat from Bataan, General MacArthur waded onto the beach of Leyte, declaring, "People of the Philippines, I have returned. By the grace of Almighty God, our forces stand again on Philippine soil." With Leyte captured, American troops would now face surmountable odds in the recapture of Luzon, home to the Philippine capital city of Manila. Before Manila could be liberated, however, the rest of the Japanese-occupied island had to be traversed. General MacArthur made elaborate attempts to distract Japanese forces in the south with bombing raids and reconnaissance flights before landing in Lingayen Bay in the north. However, even with the element of surprise, the road to Manila would not be an easy one.
Little briefing.
Our objectives have changed.
It's raining.
New rendezvous coordinates.
That's something different.
Another squad operating in this area, then we march on Manila.
Are we sure this area is secure?
Snipers!
Where are the... Oh. Let's not shoot at the snipers with the SMG. Where's the other one? Up here. Where is he? Oh, he's back. So I wonder what the difficulty actually does. I wonder if it makes any difference to the AI routines, or if it's just health and damage done. Because I will say, outside of, what, a couple of times when I've died, and that's really just because either the AI has crapped out on me or I've just done something stupid, I haven't really struggled with this so far. Come on! 4 shots with the M1 Garand? Was he made out of lead?
Follow my lead!
Four shots with an M1 Garand, or 1 light butt to the face with a the back of the gun. Where is he? I can't even see. Oh, he's over there. Look, if the music can't be asked to follow you, then I'm not following you. We did what? We killed 3 guys. That's not that impressive. Oops, wrong button. It just seems to default to the same 2 weapons over and over again as well. So yes, you can pick up other weapons, but by the time you hit the next level, you're back to the Thompson and back to the M1 Garand. This is the fussiest bloody commanding officer. At least he stopped shouting ambush. Kablamo! Nah. You keep shooting away. Have a whale of a time. need the other gun. I can sort of see what I'm shooting at, but not really. Whoa! Whatever he just did, he just freaked out. What are these explosions? Nope, that's not any use. Been a while since it's had me on a turret. The world's poorest implementation. That's going to be the wrong way around. Yep. Oh, we off again. God damn it!
Clear the area.
God, we're back here already. This is a long while away. How come you're not shooting any of the teammates who are following me up? I'm following up the hill. Where are you? You're there. No, you're dead.
Stay behind me. Cover me.
Oh, waste a grenade. That just bounced off his head. Oh, Jesus.
You will follow me. This is an
What do you mean I'm not following orders? I'm getting shot at. I'll flank him. Badly. Yep.
Get behind me. You will follow me. And this is an order.
Oh. I was too late.
Hey, I see them. They made it. Man, is it good to see some American faces around here.
Oh, well, that was a short one.
Iwo Jima. This name would send chills down the spines of all who fought there. It was a lifeless volcanic rock bristling with entrenched Japanese defenses. If U.S. forces could successfully capture the island, B-29 bombers could be launched only a few hundred miles away from the Japanese mainland. After days of intense shelling from American battleships, troops would come ashore to face snipers, pillboxes, and soldiers determined to hold the island at all costs. It would be a hellish fight. But if taken, it could mean the beginning of the end for the war in the Pacific.
That must mean we're getting close to the end. You'll be landing on the shore under heavy fire from artillery and pillboxes. Okay, so we're going to do some more trench warfare then. So there's basically two environments in this game. Trenches and jungle.
Prepare yourself. This is not going to be
Oh
pretty.
God, this literally
Follow my
starts the
orders
same
and
way.
stay behind me, and you just might be going home to see your family.
Please,
I'm gonna
God,
die.
let me
We're gonna die.
Shut up and concentrate. You will survive.
This feels like a massively underfunded game. At least they've come out with something playable, but
Don't get lost. Stay behind me.
I can see why perhaps this game has not had particularly nice reviews, in that I don't understand why you would ever pick this over Call of Duty. It doesn't, the historical thing, it doesn't do particularly well. The arcadey combat, it doesn't do particularly well.
You will take cover. Put this as an order.
It's very, very short.
20 yards get lost. Follow me. Cover your ass. You will follow me. This is an order.
I think that grenade bounced off his face, but I can't tell. Hey, we're back in here. Right, you lead the way, because I've never got any clue as to which way you want me to go.
Men, we're going into the trenches. They'll be waiting for you in there. Don't let them down.
Which trench, though? Well, we're going to this one. Wow. Can he control a captain? I also ask you, this game costs about £8 or £10 on eBay. It's not a massively cheap game. Would you prefer to play this, which is probably likely to be around the 2-hour mark, or buy the Blu-ray of Saving Private Ryan and watch that instead? One of them's more accurate, and probably more historically accurate as well. The History Channel features, you know, the footage is fine, but you can watch the History Channel. In fact, I bet you could probably buy a DVD box set of History Channel World War II stuff, Pacific Rim World War stuff. Pacific Rim? Yeah, robots fighting. But you'll probably get more out of watching that than you will out of playing this, because this could literally have any setting whatsoever. It doesn't have to be World War II. It could literally be a space shooter for all I know. It makes very little difference. The weapons don't feel like World of War was an arcade shooter, but
Kill them quick. We don't need the distraction.
it did at least pay attention with the weaponry. Where are these snipers? Ah, they're up here. I'll shoot him in the leg. Shoot him in the crotch. I love games where if the AI can't see you, then you don't exist. I just got a shot in the knee. Who did I get shot by? Don't know. Get out the way! There's a war behind you. Just using up the grenades because you seem to get a few per mission. Although I have just noticed now I've got 0, so... Hey, this is a different weapon, I'm using a BAR. It's exciting. Whoa! Sneaky.
Sir, I found the artillery. They're pounding the hell out of the beach.
Is it back where we just came from?
Johnson, take these men and silence those guns. I need this gun silenced. On my command. Go,
I mean, I could be shooting these guys, but I'm just marveling at the fact that this game is even still running on this Xbox. If you'd have told me this was a pre-release version of this game, I might believe you. It feels incredibly ropey. Sure wish I had my grenades.
You will follow me, and this is an order. You will follow me.
I'm just gonna ignore this guy, he's doing my head in.
Watch out for machine guns. They've got a fire.
Damn, I'm out of ammo. Must have a better weapon than that. Oh! Oh man! Look at this! I hope you don't have motion sickness, because this might set you off. I'm not following orders. Yeah, I'm not dying. Please stop shooting at me for 1 second. Let me catch my breath. It goes from one extreme to the other. Everybody shooting at me and almost killing me, to everyone shooting in my direction and nobody hitting me once. Shit, I've run out of that ammo for that now as well. Hold on! I'm picking up weapons off the floor. Everybody hold your places. Where?
Yeah, we
Mission accomplished? Okay. Are we going to go to some caves now, or are we going to do something different? Or is it going to be more jungle?
American forces created a beachhead on Iwo Jima, but that was only the start. Ahead lay one of the most fearsome aspects of the Japanese defenses. Over 40 miles of tunnels that ran under the island. Entire stockhouses, medical facilities, and command centers were hidden underground and heavily defended. If the Americans were to take the island, they would have to clear out these caves.
Something different!
These caves are the key to Iwo Jima. They've got hundreds of tunnels under the island. Empty them out and destroy the infrastructure they've got down there. Let's go!
Some nice lighting. And I'm back to the BAR. Whoa! Don't get lost as I die on the ground. What wires? Oh, this one we're following back. Oh, this lighting is pretty harsh. Oh! Rude? The other two guys were shot and he just decided to stand there until it was his turn. Are you wire defender? Not even an animation.
And this is an order.
The unfortunate thing is the caves as the third location is basically saying, yeah, we essentially have got a masked up sewer level. Hellhole's a bit strong, it's just a cave. We done?
They sabotaged the electricity generator. We've got to fix it or we'll never find our way through. Go, search for the parts and bring them here. Be careful. They're probably
Oh, we're doing this again. Have I run off in the wrong direction? Surprised he wasn't shouting at me saying, "This is an order!" We are supposed to go in this way. What's that guy doing up there? Is that guy... Wait, is that a prisoner? I can't tell if that's the guy who got blown up in the air and got stuck on the... Let's not ask. How do we get back up here? Jump on the box. That'll do. Off we go. Let's generate us some electricity. Nope, wrong way. At least this guy's patient, doesn't shout at me. Meanwhile... Ah! Some light. Oh! Oh! I'm lost! I'm lost! Oh god, I'm out of ammo again. Grenade time!
Don't get lost! Follow me! Good work, men! We did it! You did it! The caves are clear!
We're done in the caves! Or are we done in the caves?
As the fighting raged on across the island, American commanders realized that they needed to take Mount Suribachi, the only high point on the otherwise flat and desolate area. It had extraordinary strategic importance and would allow a view of the entire island, as well as a position to make mortars and snipers highly effective. But the Japanese caves wound all the way through the mountain with entrenched and well-defended positions. It was a dangerous mission, but the American flag had to be raised on the summit.
Enemy soldiers are everywhere! I need this area cleared immediately!
Are they in trenches? Or in jungle? Because we're on top of a mountain, so... God, this is running so badly, I can't even... I'll just let them take care of it. Show your head. Unless you're dead. This looks better. This looks like a mountain. So now I'm starting to wonder if they had levels done and then they realised the game wasn't long enough, so they reused some of the assets to flesh out the middle of the game. Which might explain why there's a couple of trench warfare levels and a couple of jungle levels. Even so, this is a short game. Hey, hey, hey! It's like I've got berserk mode over here. Why are you pointing me at the mounted gun? Oh, he wants to clear it. Done. What they didn't tell you is that climbing this mountain will take 6-7 hours. Ooh, crafty. Using the element of height. Unfortunately not actually clever enough to use the advantage of height for any sort of gain. In fact, I just need to be able to run past them. I'm not sure shooting him in the leg a couple of times would have made him fly across, but never mind. He seemed to enjoy it. Are they all just dotted along the side of this mountain? And this might be the last level. I'll be very curious what my my grand total time is, because it can't be very long at all.
Cover me!
So I guess in terms of wrapping this up, they've done a decent job of using the History Channel assets. They probably could have been better quality, but then I don't know if the History Channel had that stuff not in SD. and I think the game is mostly superfluous to the History Channel. I don't think the game really has much to do with it at all, other than being loosely based on real combat or real scenarios. I don't think it justifies itself as a History Channel product, but I don't know if it's just a, you know, merchandising as opposed to a real endeavour. And the History Channel at this point, do they even show any history on it? It tends to be more about Nazi ghosts or storage wars than it does about actual history at this point. So, or real life killers. These are usually the adverts they're showing. As a game on its own, it's really unpolished, borderline unfinished first-person shooter that, as you can tell, the AI is not great. The visuals, when they're not chugging at 6 or 7 frames a second, also not great. Oh, a cutscene! Oh. Is that the end of the game? Is that the end of the game?
After weeks of some of the bloodiest fighting of the war, Iwo Jima was finally captured. The photo of 6 Marines raising the flag atop Mount Suribachi became one of the most iconic images in American history. Admiral Chester W. Nimitz would later say that among the men who fought on Iwo Jima, uncommon valor was a common virtue. But that virtue came at a price, with tens of thousands of dead American and Japanese soldiers across the island. Only a few months later, the atomic bombs would be dropped on Japan, resulting in the final surrender of the Japanese and the end of the war. But the soldiers who fought in the Pacific would never be forgotten for their sacrifice.
That is the end of the game. So I've got that down as an hour and 40 minutes? Maybe less? That's really, really short. And I don't think it does great service to the material. As that last cutscene demonstrates, I've, you know, shouted and laughed my way through this, but this is a seriously nasty battle that happened. I don't know. Is it a cynical money-making game? I don't know. Don't think so. Is it underfunded? Yes, absolutely. Is it too short? Yes. Is it dull? Yeah, kind of. Can't blame the team that made it. I mean, the team looks like it's fairly small. And they did better stuff. I mean, Secret Service is a better game than this. So, they went on to do better things. With the Activision Value label as well. But, yeah, that is the History Channel Battle for the Pacific. And that is episode 200, all an hour and a half of it. Let's see how long it takes to run once I've edited it together. It's been fun. I wouldn't keep doing this if it wasn't fun. And there is plenty more to come. I have still got 2 big stacks of PS2 and Xbox 360 games under my desk. I have still got several random and bizarre retro games to add to the list. My Steam library has still got plenty to go for. So, we're not done. That's all I'm saying.